Hello? Who's that? Who's there?
No way, no way.
He's behind you.
Quick, 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 quick.
I'm a paranormal investigator. I just want to communicate with you. Tell us who you are.
Why are you haunting these people?
Where did that come from?
That was over there.
Oh, yeah? I feel like we're going crazy.
This is so unreal.
Hello and welcome. This is Bex and Sean, and this is Ghost Dimension.
Family, good evening. Hope you're well, and I'm a little bit late because I had some technical difficulties on the computer. I honestly had to reboot it. I'm a pain in the ass. Anyway, I'm here. That's what matters, right? I blame Paula Wingfield for downloading viruses. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm on, and we've got a bit of a different show tonight. All right, so I'm not going to say hello to everybody because it'll take too long. And I know you're all there anyway. So lovely to see you all nice. And what happened is the system that we use to broadcast the show, I opened it up to get it ready, and it came out with 1,000 windows. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Anyway, it's all sorted now. I'm back to normal, and I'm on, which is the main thing, isn't it? Hey, because I know you missed me. All right, so big hello to everybody that's tuning in. Hello to everybody. I did get changed because it's the evening, James Ashworth. Anyway, tonight, what I wanted to do, maybe we'll do some EVP stuff, yeah? But we're going out filming tomorrow, right? And so I wanted to go through some stuff with you guys, which we'll do in a moment. And while that music is finishing, you should line it up, because I know a lot of you are going to Hat Green as well. Right, here we go. Let's have a look. Wait for that music to finish. Hey, what? Nothing to do with me. It's bloody all. Somebody downloaded something and it just blew the computer up. Thank you as well to Smithy for your super support, by the way. You're going on Friday's wheel. So thank you. Look, you nearly knocked me ghost over then. You see that? Unbelievable, Smithy. Unbelievable. Right. So we will do maybe some EVPs, but we're going to have a paranormal thing tonight. Okay. It's going to be good. What's this? This is the wrong time to be stripping the sofa and washing the custards. Unbelievable. It tells thee what here. And thanks as well to Pam for your support. You are going on aboard for this Friday as well. And hello to Maud and to Pinky, who have just tuned in. I can see on my other screen and this screen. There we go. So thank you all for tuning in. You've been in bed all weekend with a bad tummy and a sore throat. Well, listen, I send you my love. It'll only get better. Right, so we're going out filming this week. Okay, now, I wanted to explain to you what K2 meters do, because a lot of people have a lot of different opinions on what they do. Okay, so it's electromagnetic frequencies. Okay, so what does that mean? What does that mean, I hear you ask? Okay, What it means, okay, is if we put a magnet near it, okay, it will make this light up. Okay, it'll light up 100%, light up, because that's an electromagnetic field that that magnet is giving off. However, if we put the magnet close to it, okay, maybe I've got one in my phone. I don't know, actually. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not switched on. Oh, can we bang details away now? No, okay. Right, yeah, it's going to light up to red, okay, which you guys can't see. Okay, but that's what it's going to do. Okay, now the reason it does that is because it's picking up on the electromagnetic field. But it would stay on red if I put a magnet next to it. If, however, the field is fluctuating and moving, that's when this device will change. Okay, so it will start changing the colours. So it'll go up and it'll go down. Okay, now depending on how strong that EM field is. So that is what that does. And a lot of people are very confused with it. And I just wanted to explain it to you because that's what it does. Okay, so that's how this works. If you've got an electromagnetic field, just like a magnet would give off, if you go close to the magnet, it'll start to light up. And the stronger the magnet and the closer you get to that magnet, it will go all the way to red. So what we're saying here is when a spirit is interfering with the K2 meter and it comes close to it, that's got to be something pretty strong. So when you're seeing this held in the air and something is making it go to red, okay, that means there is a strong electromagnetic field interfering very close by to this, okay? And if you're in the middle of a cemetery, for example, or a field and it's going off, okay, then that is 100% going to affect it. All right, so I hope that makes sense. And if you've got any questions on the K2, ask me below. I wanted to go through some of the equipment with you tonight. Let me have a look. I'm going to do a spirit box, not on here tonight because we're going out filming tomorrow, so it's charging. Yes, I had no idea about K2 meters. I think it's like when spirits affect a compass, but it's more visible than a compass. Exactly right, yes. So what we could be also say here is maybe this device needs a compass built in or stuck to it. And maybe that is a fantastic idea, Panda Feet, that I will buy some of those mini compasses actually and stick one on. Because, well, wouldn't that be good if there's something electromagnetic nearby and it affects it? I like it. This, one of my favourite devices, okay? This one I'm going to bring on in a sec. Hold on a sec. I just want to see if it settles. Yeah, it does. Okay, I actually made this next device, okay? But before I do, let me have a quick look at some of your comments down below. Love the K2. My toaster will set the K2 off. Yes, possibly. If it gives off an EM field, absolutely. I've seen it. I have seen it. It's also similar to the goosebumps feeling too. Exactly. So there's loads of things in the paranormal. So if you come into Hack Green, bring a K2 meter if you want to, okay? Because you'll definitely, hopefully, see fluctuations. Okay, is it like the eye device? It's a similar to the eye device, yes, that I made. It is indeed. Right. This here, so you've seen maybe different devices. This is a music box, okay? We'll turn the back. Where is the back? Underneath. Okay, if we turn that, you'll hear now, it's from Spain actually. Okay, it's a music box, but I've actually converted this into a REM pod. So it's got lights on the front, lights on the top. I think the light on the front will tell you it's on, and it will start flashing as well. And it's got a light in the middle. Now that light, right, will alert with the buzzer that's in as well. Now this is more like the eye device, okay? So what this does, okay, this, why have I got music playing out of it? Well, if you're a spirit, you would be attracted to the sound of it, wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh, what's that? Playing in the corner. As well as it sounding a bit creepy, right? It's also a bit strange. It's new. Something that a spirit could interact with. So what this also does, okay, as a REM pod, how does it work? Well, this is the opposite to a K2 meter, okay? Just wait for that to finish. This actually emits, so the battery inside of it emits a electromagnetic field. Okay, so it actually emits its own bubble. Okay, so how does that work? Well, the battery inside is generating an EM field with all the gizmos and gadgets that are inside here. But, okay, how does it alert? How does it know that something's there? Well, glad you asked, okay? When something comes close to this, it changes the fluctuation of the EM field, the bubble. So it's like sticking your finger into a bubble. The rest of it starts to move and change shape as well. Okay, as soon as something breaks into the bubble of this is constantly out. Let's say it's a circle, for example. As soon as something penetrates that circle, it knows, oh, about a minute, I'm not a circle anymore. Okay, and so what happens is it alarms, sends a signal down here, goes, hey, hang about, something's broke the circle, okay, or the bubble that I put out there. There's been a change in the frequencies around me, and that is how it alerts. And then it obviously, depending on how you wire these things up, I've wired this up to make a beeping sound as well as light up, and that's because I can do all this stuff like that. But I chose this music box because it's quite old, all right, and I know I've damaged it to do it, okay, but it's intriguing. So if I was a spirit, I think, what would I need? What would I want to go and look at? What would I want to go and see? And that's definitely something I would, as a spirit person, love to go and have a look at. Okay, right. Let's have a listen. Let's have a look down at the comments. That says, thank you very much. And you've got a REM pod as well. You're sensitive to spirits, so can communicate with them also. Smashing. Love it. Love it, love it. What was the music? It was Rockabye Baby in this music box. I think actually it had something completely different in it, and I didn't like it, so I'll put Rockabye Baby in it. Thank you as well to Smithy. You're on our Friday wheel, you are, girl. Absolutely. Thank you very much for your support. If anybody wants to become a family member on here, I'll post the link now. It's youtube.com /Ghost Dimension /join, or just close the chat, click the join. Oh, I put join B. Oh, join. There we go. We are all made up of energy, and we pass our energy, and it never dies. Exactly. And what we're going to do in a bit is we're also going to do an EVP. Okay, but let's have a look. Hello, Gillian Brown. Love a little Sue. Nice. Super impressed. Well, I'm glad you like that one. I like that one too. It's bloody brilliant, isn't it? I don't use it as much as I should. Now, another basic tool, hey Raquel, another basic tool that a lot of people use in the paranormal. This is one of Dan's favourites. It's a temperature gauge, okay? Now, it does have, when it has a battery in it, has this one got a battery in it? No. Have I got a local battery? 1 second. I'm just going to check this and see if this battery works inside of here. Oh, dead battery. 1 second. This is why you should always carry spare batteries. Okay, here we go. Yes, we do have that. Smashing. Right, so this is one of Dan's favourites. This is the temperature. Ooh, isn't that strange? Not strange for you, strange for me. Alright, hang about 1 minute, family. Can't get a bloody battery back in. Okay, smashing. So, this is a temperature gauge. It has a laser beam inside of it. Okay, now you can turn that off. Okay, you don't have to have that on. We can go with another mode. So on the back of this, you've got, if you press this button, there's a laser. So there's going to be a laser on my head. If we press that again, there's no laser on my head, but it's still reading the same temperature, 36.5. Okay, so that's my or 35, there we go. There's my outer skin temperature. Now, these actually go a long way, okay? So you can point these in a room and potentially pick up something in a corner. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's picking up the actual back of the room. There could be something in the middle of this device, okay? So you're pointing the back of the room over there, for example. But if there's a spirit here, it can affect it. So it's a good little device, this. However, okay, we can't gauge where these things are. Yeah, so we don't know. Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. We don't know exactly. That's not what I wanted. Whereabouts it is. Now, there's a device I wanted to show you as well. It's a thermal camera, but I can't find it at the moment. Oh, let me just go and grab this camera, okay? 1 second. Oh, you sausage. I'll only be 2 seconds. I won't be a second, family. Right. Just when you need something, it's never there, is it? Hold on a second. Right. Here we go. Right, yeah. So sorry about that. I do apologise, but it's live and I want to show you these things. Thanks as well to Pam, by the way, for your support there. We appreciate it, and you're on the ball for Friday as well. Wish I could build stuff like that, very nice, but you can buy stuff as well. So I'll show you stuff in a minute. Let me have a quick look down these comments. Thank you, Rican, as well. Excuse me. You got a place on the board and a place on that wheel as well. Thank you. Right, let's have a look down here. Let me just quickly have a look. Wish I never started this. She says I have to unpick it all. Unbelievable, Clepo. Unbelievable. So, just quickly going back to this, okay? This is a fantastic tool, but not good if we're trying to... So, if we're shooting down a corridor, where is the temperature fluctuation? I have no idea, okay? That's when, if we're shooting down a corridor, we've then got to put additional devices. So, we've got to put a K2 meter. We've got to put a REM pod down there to try and figure out if there's a different fluctuation or if it's just a temperature fluctuation that we're capturing as we're shooting down the corridor. So a fantastic tool, dead cheap as well, probably 15, 20 quid, something like that. Okay, fantastic for cooking as well if you're cooking at home. However, you need to just bear in mind, if you do buy one of these, you need to buy something else to go with it, because you definitely need different measuring tools. That's what we shall call them. Right. I don't think that this has got any charge at the moment because we've used it recently. But this is a fantastic tool. We were sent this. This is a thermal imaging camera. Okay. These are not cheap. These are, I mean, maybe it has got some charge. These are a few £100, I believe. But we got sent this one by Perfect Prime to test. Okay, now they do good quality gear. This is fantastic for us because you can stick a memory card into the side of it, which is one just here, and it charges as well by an old school USB. Okay, however, it's fantastic for investigating, because if you're out there and let's say you're shooting with the laser pen down the corridor and you don't know where this fluctuation is, temperature, okay, the thermal imaging camera is going to be a bad boy that picks that one up, okay? So just bear that in mind. This is a fantastic piece of kit for looking for those hard to find things like temperature fluctuations. And I definitely recommend these if you're seriously going in to investigating. You don't need to buy one of those for Hack Green because they're hundreds of pounds, okay? But they are amazing. Right, let's have a look here. Let's go and have a look down here. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Another great device, which actually needs a new battery in it as well, so we'll pick some of those up tomorrow, is this. So when we were talking about the K2 meter before, okay, picking up the EM field, the electromagnetic field, this is also an EM device. So it's an electromagnetic detector, or otherwise known as an EMF detector. Okay, these are also about 15-20 quid, something like that. Okay, great piece of kit to go with the K2 meter, because the K2 meter can tell you how, can't tell you how powerful in terms of digits the or readings the EM field is. However, this can. So if you're picking up a red reading on the K2 meter, this device, okay, this EMF detector, can tell you how strong it is. Now, you can imagine if you're holding this in the air, right, in the middle of the air, right, and you've got a reading on your K2, and there's nothing on here, what's going on? Is there something? There could be something completely different affecting it, or you could also get a same strong reading on here as well. Okay, once you're getting the reading on here, you can see if it's fluctuating around, if it's going up and down. So it's a fantastic piece of kit to have, and it goes great with the K2 meter. And we have, I think we have most of these in our shop as well. So it's definitely well worth looking at those as well. Using cat balls, Susan's saying cat balls as well. Yes, cat balls, you can use cat balls, get them from Poundland or wherever you go. You can definitely use cat balls. You're still waiting for Steve to buy you a camera. Unbelievable. Right, let's have a look. I'm gonna, where are we? Let's have a look. Can you get that EMF meter? I believe you can. Yes. I'm going to stick my neck out and say you can. I'm not too sure, but I think you can. Ickle yo-yo. Right, I'm just going to put this back in its bag because that needs charging for tomorrow. Okay, right. So there we go. That's that one. Now, I was looking for something else, and it was just here. So just give me 1 second. Okay. K2s also come in different colours. So you got black as well. Okay. Right. Here we go. Come here, you little sausage. One minute. Oh, I've also got another REM pod here. And that's the same as what I was talking about before. The REM pods are another fantastic tool, device to use on your investigations. Oh, I'm going to get that out as well. We hardly ever show that. Okay. And, hold on a sec. You know, once I get in a good routing mode, I love routing. Oh, there's a way. Smash it. So here's my working. So this is the, so there you go. You can now see the numbers on it, yeah? I thought I had the right one. Right, so if we go with it, I don't think we're going to get a reading off there. Let's have a look, see if I go to, what have we got in here that's electrical? I might give a reading. Let's have a look. No, I haven't got any magnets with me. So I can't do anything like that to show you. But that's it. It's got a reading on it. If that starts beeping as well, you're also going to get a readout. So I recommend using that. Right, 2 seconds. Here we go. I know you guys. Right, let's have a look down here in the list. Oh, also EMF in the house. If your EMF is high, so electromagnetic fields, it can also make you see things as well. So you've got to be careful. It's always great to do a baseline. EMF in a high in a house, and don't change the numbers in one spot, can mean electrical problems, which could cause you headaches or hallucinate. Exactly what I was just saying, yeah. This is bloody brilliant. Dowsing rods, fantastic piece of kit. Got them in the box over there as well. Brilliant. Talking about what you're talking about there, Kay, singing bowls, clanking about. Yes, talking to singing bowls, we've got two. You recognise this one from the show. We use it all the time because it's big, right? We've also got it. So we have two different styles of whackers. They're both, in fact, they're both the same. Okay, but we have two whackers because we also have another singing bowl, a smaller version. Okay, and we love to use these. Okay, what is a singing bowl for? Well, we use it to change the vibration or the vibrational energy of the atmosphere around inside of a room. Now it works, okay? So it's like it gives like energy to a spirit, and we believe that that's what it does. Does it scientifically do that? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that every time we've used it, okay, it does stir up and increase paranormal activity. So these pieces of kit, okay, are amazing, okay, to get. And I believe these vary in price. I'm not too sure, but I would pick one, quite a big one like we use, or if you feel confident and a bit more pro like Bex, use a small one. But they are a fantastic piece of kit, and one that we'll always use. There's something else that we always use as well on our app is our chant. So if you ever think, oh, I haven't got a singing bowl, don't worry. If you download the Ghost Dimension app and go to the audio section, inside there is a chant, and we use it. It was designed for the show. We had it specially made, and when you use it, that also increases. I don't know why. Maybe it's the vibrational sounds from it or the frequencies. It changes the vibrational energy in the air, or the frequencies, and increases the level of activity. Right, I'm just going to have a look at your comments, and then I'll show you something else. Which is better to use for good evidence on investigations? A laser grid or a laser tripwire? The answer to that is both, isn't it? So if you've got both of them, use both of them. The more equipment that you can use on an investigation, the better. So absolutely, which is best, both. Thank you as well to Panda Feet for your support as well. You've got a place on that board, girl, and a place on that wheel. Used 1,000 rods for the first time on Sunday. Did you? I hope you had a lot of fun with them. They are a brilliant piece of kit, aren't they? Smashing piece of kit. And thank you as well to Cindy Pinky for your super support as well. You're on that board for Friday as well, so thank you so much. When I did a baseline, I was at Keighley Underground Street, so K2 Meet was going mental in the dark room. Well, do you know what? It's a fantastic place. We filmed there and we've got to edit it yet, but I can tell you that place is a great place to investigate. And luckily for you, you've been there as well after we went, so I'm glad you had such a fantastic time. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad you're learning. Love to think about. Let's have a look. Sean, does one ball tone work? No, do you know, we find they're both the same, to be honest. It's just when you're in the dark, it's easier to use the bigger bowl because it's hard to see, isn't it, in the dark? So using the smaller bowl, you physically can't see sometimes what you're doing. So we like to use the bigger bowl because also we're filming it, so we want you to see it, because unfortunately for us, we'd be criticised if it was too small, because people are like, oh, you can't see it, it's too small. So we have to use a big one, but we also use it because you can't see anyway. So you want to be able to see what you're doing, or try and feel around the singing bowl. So yeah, they're both are as good as each other. And the chant and the singing bowl are, yes, absolutely, using them together. There's a woman who teaches yoga who does sound baths with singing bowls and gongs. We used to do them online in lockdown, but I'd love to go in person. But over in Sefton Park, do you know what? They are amazing singing bowls, and it's such... The noise from them is amazing. I love it. The app is the Ghost Dimension app. So there it is. It's in the Ghost Dimension. Sorry, it's in the Ghost Dimension. It's in the app stores. You can download it. It's in the app stores, and it's under the audio section in the app store. So just search Ghost Dimension, the show's name, and you'll find it. Right, let's have a look. Oops, where are we? The singing bowl strikers I've got a velvet cushion. It sounds much clearer. Oh no, it's good, isn't it? Right, I need thermal to see in the dark and temperature. And the temperature, the thermal's very expensive, Pinky. And the temperature one is this one, a laser thermometer. Okay, a laser thermometer. Oh, I'm really enjoying this, Sean. Oh, thank you very much. You're not as daft as I thought you were. Thank you very much, Pinky. Gillian Brown. Right, also, want to show you this, right? We use this as well. Right, so tomorrow we'll have to... There we go. This is fantastic as well. It's not going to do justice on this camera put up, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay. Will it do justice if I turn the light off? Hold on a sec. No. So this is a temperature sensor, right? So what this is now actively doing is flashing yellow, is it's monitoring the temperature in the room, and it's constantly taking readings to see if there's any, there we go, dramatic fluctuations. And if it does, it'll light up red. If it gets cold, it'll go blue. and it alerts, as you can see. It's not gonna go blue for me because I'm warm-bodied male. Okay, but this is also great. So if you, when we were going back to the corridor thing before, if you're in the corridor, you've got your laser temperature monitor out. You've got your K2 out, right? And your laser grid is giving you a change in fluctuation. This, let's say this is in the middle of the room. If it's not affecting that, move it, and then you'll be able to find exactly where that fluctuation is, okay? And this will alert you because it'll be constantly monitoring the pressures, the temperature around you. So that is a fantastic piece of kit as well that we use. And I don't know if the guy still makes, but they are amazing. Thank you as well to Pam for your super support. You're on the board for Friday as well. Thank you for your super stickers. You guys are amazing. I can see you, Kat. Lovely to see you nice. You've got one of the temperature sensors. So it's a temperature sensors. Oh, did you? Interesting. I love it too. When you did your chant, did you synchronize like all of your voices mended together in unity? And was it high pitch or low pitch? So it's got multiple pitches in it, okay? And it's got specific, like, it wasn't our voices, it was somebody else's voices that we used. We actually had it sound designed and paid for. And it's got low tones in it, low and high pitches. But we've also put in frequencies where it would appeal to the animals as well, you know, for like cats and dogs and stuff like that. So we tried to cover multiple different spectrums on the frequency level with our chant to make it, how would you say, appealing, if you like, to different types of entities, if that's what it does to work. But one thing I do know is it has worked, and it's amazing. So I do like to use it. I'm curious what happens if you use more than one single. You could. It'll think what it'll just do is it'll just maybe increase the levels of activity in the room. So yeah, absolutely, do what you need to do and try it because it's fantastic. Now, 1 minute or so. I've got another laser gear there. Also, what I've not mentioned a lot of is people tend to take a lot of crystals on investigations as well. Now, you can do that, and it's a good idea to do it, okay? But you can only take so much, can't you? Yeah. But one of the key things to do as well on investigation is, if you can do, is take a camera, okay? Because if you're capturing something happening, it's no good if you can't show it around, eh? Not unless you don't want to show it, of course. Right, 1 second. Just going to drop these. I'll grab that. And the light. There we go. Oh, there it is. This is also one of my favourite devices, which you've seen and you'll recognise from the show as well. Right, where are we? So this is a portal device. It was made by FCD Ghost Boxes. This basically was previously a Bluetooth speaker, I can only imagine, okay? Now, what we do with this, okay, this has been converted into a radio. So FCD Ghost Boxes have put a radio inside, modified it so it sweeps, okay? And when it does certain sweeps, it will what battery? Oh, your battery angler. When it does certain sweeps, it's believed that spirits can manipulate the words that are being spoken in the airwaves, okay, and produce them on here. Sometimes actually use their own white noise and manipulate that and produce a word as well. So this is fantastic. And Nigel does these as well, and they are amazing. And this is called the MK4 Plus Adjust. I love using it, and it's a great piece of kit, but very heavy. Not too heavy for going out with. But there's also a variation on that, and it's called the S-Box. However, as good as this is, it's very expensive. It's £100, okay? Just for that. It's very, very expensive, but it is very compact. So I do like it. Again, it's got Bluetooth on it as well. If you, I don't know why you'd use Bluetooth, okay? But yeah, this is a good little piece of kit as well, all right? And I definitely would recommend if we're going into caves or anything, you don't want to be lumbering a portal with your we're going to take the S-Box because it's great. It's a great piece of kit and it's so quick and easy to use. Right, let me have a look down the list here a second. How come you don't use the SLS? Again, it's very cumbersome. It's very heavy, very clumpy. And also with the SLS, you need to mainly have it static. Because if you're moving it around, it's going to get a lot of false readings. And you're going to get a lot of stick figures that aren't actually there. Because it's constantly looking for a human form. So it'll try and make misshapes of different objects. So that works best on its own, statically. But if you know our style of investigation, we don't stay in one room all the time. We try and follow what's going on. So for us, it's no good. Because we're trying to follow what's happening. And if the noise is happening over there and the SLS camera's pointing in that direction, we can't be there to change it. All right, let's have a look down here. What sets the K2 noise off? So some K2s you can buy and they've got a buzzer in them. So that's all it is, or a clicker. A buzzer like a click. So it goes. So that's all it is. And it's literally just, the technical side of it is literally the buzzer is wired to the LED lights. And when the lights light up, it sets off the buzzer. That's all it does. Love the portals and Ghost Box. Love them. Just love them. You take the Vactor Marine Crystal with you. Oh, they are good, aren't they? You'd like a bigger one of those. You always like big stuff, you don't you, Claire? Always wants a big one. Wait till I speak to Dave about this. Maybe one of those instead. Unbelievable. A smaller one. What's happening here? I take a UV torch and look for any hidden symbols. Yeah, it's a good idea. Absolutely. We have our little cheap Nigel go-to. You know what? They are good. I think we've got one anymore. Oh, there it is. Hold on a sec. Oh, no, it's not. No, we don't have one anymore. But they are fantastic. The small ones are bloody amazing. So who's Nigel? Nigel runs FCD Ghost Boxes, and he's the guy that you can buy portals off. Bloody brilliant. And let me have a look down this listy. Let me have a look. Thank you, Sean. Thank you very much. And thank you as well to Pamela for your support as well. You're on the board and on the wheel for the Friday. Now, don't forget, this week as well, we're not on Thursday. We're going to be literally just finished tonight an episode of Unseen ready for Thursday night. And we won't be here because we're doing that experience thing. But it's amazing and I can't wait to share it with you. Okay? All I can say, bloody brilliant. Let me have a look down here. Let me have a look. What if you put it on a small dolly? You could do. The SLS, you mean? I mean, you could do, but we like to be quite mobile in a location, so we're always trying to be mobile around the place. But if you're going out and you're doing an investigation and you're not filming it for Ghost Dimension, for example, then it would be brilliant. We've also got a doll which I wired up to be an EM sensor as well. But it depends on the situation of where you are before you make a decision on what you're using. I need a UV torch to check for Vaseline glass. Ooh, Baseline glass. Oh, went in for thrifting. Yeah, good on you. Sean, will this live be available? Yes, it will be. Absolutely. This is on our channel. What's the name of the live? It is... Can't see. Interactive Ghost Session. Absolutely. Only in Minecraft. Thank you as well to Pads for your support. You're on the board and on that wheel. Thank you very much, Pads in Chicago. Teddy K2, now you can get them as well, the K2 Teddies. So it is good, you know. And if you're just starting out investigations as well, just like Susan Boyle Susan Cole, then it is worth just buying the cheapest, going out. And also one thing I've not mentioned is an EVP recorder. Okay, so we can go out and buy these EVP recorders, but the fantastic thing to use is your actual phone for EVPs, because it's straight there, isn't it? They all do the same things now. We don't need to go out and spend 30, 40 quid on an EVP recorder when we can just literally use our phones to record the audio. So well worth using the EVP recorder. Absolutely well worth using. And you've got one as well, yeah. But if you've not got one, use your mobile. Use your mobile, it's going to capture it as well. Or record, you're going to capture the EVPs on voice as well. So definitely love it. I love the Boo Buddy. Do you love the Boo Buddy? Yeah. It's okay, the Boo Buddy. It wasn't ours. We got somebody asked us to use it and lent it to us. But yeah, it was fantastic. What was this? I was going to ask about a phone to record EVP. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's a voice recorder. So definitely. And you know what? You know how high quality they are because these latest phones now got high quality microphones in. So why would we not use the latest gadget in our mobile phone that's designed to do it? So definitely do it. Absolutely. But listen, guys, that has brought me, unfortunately, to the end of tonight's show. I'm sorry it was a bit late, but I had a computer problem where it wouldn't load up the system. What about Ghostbox on the phone? I'm not a massive app supporter unless I know how it works, because I have an idea for an app, but it works on specific gadgetry in the phone, and some people just make a randomized dictionary. I don't know which one that is, but it can work. You'd have to try it. Absolutely. Should the phone be on airplane mode? If you record an EVP, I don't think it needs to be, but you might get a disturbance. If somebody rings, maybe you should. Absolutely. Yeah, most of the EVPs are captured on a phone. It went fast. It did, didn't it? It flew. Exactly. Only used it once because who can be bothered now recording on an EVP, right? Hey, well, thank you for subscribing to the channel as well. Who can be bothered recording on an EVP device? I can't. And then export. I've got enough jobs taking camera footage off than finding EVP. I think Paul gave me some stuff and I'd left it for over a year. That's how long it took. But listen, thank you very much for watching tonight. I will see you back on tomorrow at 4. We'll have another laugh and a bit of fun. But thank you all for watching. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on wherever you are in the world, or good morning. But thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. You can find my buttons. Can't find my buttons.
Hello? Who's that? Who's there?
No way.
He's behind you.
Quick.
I'm a paranormal investigator. I just want to communicate with you. Tell us who you are.
Why are you haunting these people?
Where did that come from?
That was over there.
Oh, yeah? I feel like we're going crazy.
This is so unreal.